Now, I know what you're thinking. This is either some form of rage bait or just some far-fetched idea. But I'm here to tell you, Jeff the Land Shark is indeed worse than Epstein himself. Let me give you a quick background check about Jeff. MODOK, you know, the big-headed guy, created a bunch of land sharks, and yes, he's not the only one of his kind. The land sharks were to deal with the West Coast Avengers, but instead, one got tamed by Gwenpool, thus Jeff the Land Shark. Now, back to hating. This land shark has the capabilities to scare the strongest in the Marvel universe, and it's not because of a little shark fan. It's because deep down, they know what Jeff truly is. Jeff is a master at disguise. Recalling how he scared the Avengers, he uses a costume to pretend to be a dolphin. Although if you ask me, dolphins are more evil than sharks. It's no coincidence Jeff has a dolphin skin. And I know dang well he ain't even paid for that costume, but just look at the smugness in his face. Nah, cause let him try that on me. And anyways, moving on. Jeff is the sore loser. And don't start talking about some. There's the one making a video since some Jeff players sold my game. You see, Jeff was slaying with some heroes in a little fun race, but got left behind, dusted. You know, maybe if he didn't eat so much, his weight wouldn't be slowing him down. And you know what Jeff did? He stole Captain America's shield just so he could swoop past the others. He helped crime that day. That criminal stole at least $250,000 and sent it straight to Netanyahu. I just can't prove it yet. Now, do you think Jeff learned his lesson about stealing? Well, no. He does it again. Yes, I left out Widow's image because she's the GOAT. Zaza's the GOAT, for real. But he does this to humiliate the victims, outpowering them with their own gadgets. They weren't going easy on the land shark. I was actually there. He completely dominated them in a cruel and vicious way. Now, what I'm about to show you might break your heart, so be warned. Jeff was wandering the streets until he spotted a mother feline. All this cat wanted to do was feed her poor kins, keep them fed and healthy. So what does Jeff do, you ask? Well, nothing. He pretends to see nothing and goes his own way, as if he was feeling a little appetite himself. He heads into a fish shop before spotting the very same cat. This angers him, causing him to lash out, scaring off the cat before leaving with the fish in his mouth. How heartless and cold of him. Speaking about cold, did you know Jeff might even support ICE? But let's not get too political now. These are just allegations that I've heard. I can't give you the sources though. Now let's get to the real bad parts about Jeff. You might notice throughout his comments that he's really good with children. I mean, when he's staring at them, it's like he's seeing stars. This land shark cannot be trusted around children. He's smart enough to play a character. Look how he acts when there's no children around, before playing dumb and acting all innocent. You say he's only making that stupid drooling face because he wanted the cake? No. This unicorn here has seen some things he can't unsee. Now let me make this easy for you, the viewer. We are all aware of the 7 deadly sins, right? Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. I'll show you how Jeff qualifies for all 7. In issue number 11, Kate Bishop goes out of her way to make Jeff a doghouse. You know, cause he's a fish dog in that. So what does he do? Be humble and accept a considerate gift? No. He forces Bishop into the doghouse and declares the sofa his spot. Clearly too prideful to belong in a doghouse. That's one. Pride is a sin. In another comic, Jeff finds himself planning to get revenge on MODOK for making merchandise. You know, he couldn't let that slide because the greedy bastard wanted a part of the money. That's 2. Greed is a sin. So he goes to sneak in, but he finds MODOK playing with the said plushies. Somewhere deep in Jeff's heart, he goes back to his plans, forgiving MODOK. You might think that's actually a good thing. You know, he has empathy. Why, of course. Who wouldn't forgive him? The same man who mind control a town to walk in a river. I would forgive him too. You remember that cat mother I was talking about earlier? Well, Jeff somehow in some way found himself sleeping with said cat. That's 3. Lust is a sin. Does gluttony even need to be explained? It's the same dude that ate the Infinity Gauntlet and eats his own teammate in ranked games. That makes it 5. Gluttony is a sin. In issue 30, Jeff is obviously doing nothing, just sleeping until MODOK appears in his window. Jeff went on the attack, desperate for his revenge. Unknowingly though, he was actually attacking a parade balloon. Now you're probably wondering why MODOK has a parade balloon next to Spider-Man and Jeff. Well, I don't know. Regardless, that's 6. Wrath is a sin. In issue 22, Jeff is completely slumped on a couch. Clearly you see how much of a mess he's made. Does he clean after himself? No. Disgusted by that idea, the fish dog is too lazy to clean, deciding his time's better spent procrastinating. That's 7. Sloth is a sin. Now, you're probably thinking that I see it for envy. And you're right. There aren't any examples of envy because a greedy bastard keeps getting everything he wants, like 4 legendary skins. I'm gonna be honest. Halfway throughout recording this, I forgot why I was making this video.